Okay, the past couple of days have actually been absolutely crazy for crypto. We've seen some crazy volatility with Bitcoin going down a pretty significant amount, but today being up a pretty good percentage. 3% up, almost back at 111,000. Ethereum back above $4,000. XRP back to 245. But the thing is, I kind of call this like a no action zone. There's a couple of coins that are doing some pretty crazy numbers, like Chainlink being up 11% throughout the day, but in general, it's just been ranging for the past couple of days with a lot of liquidations on both sides, meaning every single time there's a pretty good pump, a lot of shorts get wrecked. Every single time there's a pretty good dump with Bitcoin. Let's quickly take a look at this right here over on CMC. Over the past couple of days, going from as high as this is the month, right? From 126,000 all the way back down to about 101 on some exchanges. It's not fully showcasing here. Here you can only see it going to about 104, but it went lower on significant on quite a lot of different platforms. Right now, going back to 111. This is, of course, some pretty crazy volatility where a lot of people got wrecked, especially, of course, because of the Black Swan event in altcoins, breaking me as well. All right, I lost a significant sum throughout this whole process, but the fun thing is, when you take a look at index prices, which basically mean if you count all the exchanges, you don't account for like some specific minutes, like we saw that time, it was just 1 hour of craziness. The chart actually doesn't look that bad. It's just when you start diving into the specifics, when you see XRP went to like $1.12 on some exchanges, absolutely wrecking everybody, that it gets really, really bad. But that's also why sometimes a place like CoinMarketCap can't fully be trusted, because it skips a lot of that real crazy volatility. For example, here you can see, if you look at TradingView, the real candle on here went as low as about $1.50, which perhaps is the actual index price. And when we talk about index price, we talk about the consensus from a lot of different exchanges. There's a big difference between the price on one exchange and the liquidation price overall, because it should not be the price on just one order book. It should be like an index price of everything together. Why? Otherwise, it'd be pretty easy to wreck everybody and manipulate the price, which is also why the last couple of days on Twitter, there's a lot of discussions going on about whether or not their orders should have gotten wrecked or not, based on the idea of, well, I actually had enough money in my account to cover it, why did I get wrecked? Or actually the price didn't go as low, why did my trade get wrecked? It's exchanges. I know, it's sad, but over the past couple of days, I've been longing everything again. I bought a lot of MNT, Sol, ETH, BTC, XRP, and maybe for now, a lot of people won't understand it because the price could drop significantly more, all right? Nobody really knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but I kind of still believe in this only up theory, which means if I just buy very significant amounts, regardless of how much I lose in the process, I know eventually it'll all be worth it. It's just a game of patience. Now, I kind of expect some more shenanigans to pop up. I've seen some articles of the Trump family already making $1 billion off of crypto. I think it's actually significantly more. But President Trump here says Chinese President Xi Jinping is open to a trade deal. I kind of think things can change around in like almost a snap pretty quickly somewhere here, depending on one new announcement that comes out. And remember one very important thing. Things change very, very fast. That's one. Time in crypto doesn't necessarily mean more success, even though a lot of people think it is. And many people that have started right now, even with zero, will make a very significant sum of money over the past couple of months, or the next couple of months. Here's a good example for that. Kairos shares, what Kobe said today hit hard. He told a story about a lot of his friends from 2013 who entered crypto back then, lost everything over time, and basically sold everything in the 2017 pump to never come back. I also joined almost 9 years ago, as you guys may remember, and fun fact, I know a lot of YouTubers from back then, people who used to talk about crypto every single day. Almost none of them are around. Matter of fact, most of the really successful ones right now have joined in either 2021 or 2023, so over the past 2 or 4 years. But when I take a look at some of the people that are on top when it comes to earnings or success, fun fact, most of these people have not been around more than 3 years, and a lot of them are actually extremely young as well because they go hard when the market hits really hard. And that's the thing, right? You only need a very small portion of time to make a very significant amount of gains, and the rest is just clutter. Now, one thing people often say is that we've had a bull market for 3 years. How could he not have made a lot? Well, because in my past experience, 2021 and 2018 or 2017 really, for most of it, things go quite slow. Even though you've had a bull market in 2017, for example, for so freaking long, really, the majority of the gains came in a period of 1 or 2 weeks. And a lot of people see their portfolio really do a 5 or 10x in the span of that 2 weeks, while all the weeks prior to that, hating their lives or just going up and down hard with their whole port. I'm in the class of 2016 talking about kairos, and it's the same story. We were a small group chasing the same thing, school friends, work colleagues, one by one they left, and I'm the only one still here. Crazy to think about how it all turned out, and I always keep emphasizing, the most important thing you can do is just not give up. ICOB shared, there's very few from my entry class, summer 2017, this is also my entry class really, that even stuck around past the great winter. It takes an immense amount of mental fortitude and discipline to survive in crypto any real length of time, even more of that plus some luck to really make it. And I again emphasize the idea of as long as you just stick through it, you're able to hold on for dear mother freaking life, things will most likely turn out pretty freaking well. But the hardest part is not getting completely wrecked when the market turns down, not completely going to I just unclicked it by accident, not completely going to zero in the process, and more importantly, just keep, this is again not financial advice, just my thoughts, keep buying the freaking dip. As you see right now, right? In 2013, if you started, a lot of people thought that at some point that top was really the top, but it turned out it wasn't. Then in 2021, a lot of people thought this is where crypto really ends now. Turns out that also wasn't true. And right now in 2025, perhaps soon in 2026, people again will say it's over. Matter of fact, if I look at one of my most recent posts I quickly bookmarked here, oh no, Bitcoin is dead again. People have said this hundreds of times. Bitcoin apparently had died 440 times. If you invested $100 each time, right, over the past lot of years, but still the concept still stands, you'd have $110 million today. So consensus here, don't listen to the masses. People will always say it's over, and sure, there'll be crashes along the way. But as you can see that MicroStrategy is doing, for example, as long as you keep up the freaking process, there's a very good chance things will turn out really, really well. Altcoins more so than Bitcoin, but hey, that's just my own opinion. I think Bitcoin has the highest probability of keeping it up, but will make you the least amount of gains over time. But then again, it's about the idea of as long as Bitcoin goes up, most alts will have some crazy performances still in the near future. And you know, for my thoughts for today, that's about it. I just wanted to give you guys a little motivational boost. Even if you're down right now, you're not doing good, just know my portfolio is down significant sums of money. But I really think it just takes a few weeks of crazy market action to make it all back and more, because from past experiences, a 5x, a 10x, probably even more than that is not too crazy. Even though maybe you can't see it right now, just like I always say, believe in the process.